course the engine, she a bit dirty. She's a Yanmar 2GM, 16 horsepower. It's plenty for the boat. I don't see a year stamped. There's normally a second plate, but that's usually on top. Kind of a gross bilge. Just dirty. We can see that she was winterized because there's a ticket for her from the yard on the outside, but I don't know if her annual engine service was done or not. We'd have to find out. I mean, if it were me, I would just clean it up a bit, you know? And I would clean out the bilge. And I would do its annual engine service, and I'd put a new diesel dam down, new belts on, new impeller, change the fluids, change the filters. Got to figure out how long the boat's been sitting here on the hard. If it's been a couple of years, then I'd also recommend dump the fuel, change the fuel filters, put fresh fuel in there. You know, it's diesel, so stuff likes to grow in it. Alright, so that pretty much wraps up the boat. There were some really, really good points. A couple of negatives. I am told that the owner is much older. This is going to be his last boat. He's getting ready to hang up the hat on it, so to speak. Probably about time. And he's ready to sell the boat. So he's open to making a fair deal. And I'm told from the broker that we could be as aggressive as we want in an offer to shake this guy out and down. I think to justify a dramatically reduced offer, you know, we'd need to get couple quotes from the yard. There are two main deficiencies that, I mean, really, it would be a shame not to keep the boat up. The boat needs to be repaired over there in the galley, and it needs a new cabin sole. Could use a coat of bottom paint on the bottom. I haven't seen or inspected the sails, so I'll have to get a little bit more information on that from the broker and the owner. I would say this, you know, it's certainly a maybe. If the right deal could be done, okay. And the other question is, when does our yard have time to actually affect the repairs necessary? And how long would they take? I would say the summer it's the best time to do that, but I'm sure you want to use your boat this summer. So then the next best time would be plan to do it for the winter. You could get away with this for the summer, you know, and for a full sailing season. And then in the winter, pull the boat out at our yard, put it on the hard, and get the yard to put in a new cabin sole. Do a little woodworking project over here. Gotta figure out if they can just sand and varnish this, or if they have to replace that piece of wood. And then underneath, honestly, I would say sand it and paint it and send it. I wouldn't spend too much time. Unless you stick your head under there, you won't see it. So as long as it's repaired and it's not, you know, in bad shape, I don't think that one has to be super, super, super perfect. Just needs to be decent, I think. And we'll just need to get a little scrub, like anything. Alright, well, those are all my thoughts. Again, there's some really, really great pros. A lot of the woodwork, the vast majority of it is in excellent condition. Most of the upholstery is in real good condition. Would be a fun, cute little boat to sail. Also, none of the portals look like they're currently leaking, but that's a moving target. We'll talk about that another day. Okay.